Let's cut to the chase. Most people are building someone else's dream. We wake up in the morning, we grind through the day, we collapse in bed at night just to repeat the same cycle again. And in the midst of all that, what we care about, our passions, our desires, and our full potential are sadly often left on the table. We just don't have time to get to it. And the amount of times I've heard myself saying, I'll do that tomorrow, I'll get to that later, I'll get to that next year. How many more next years do we have? How many more tomorrows do we have? So in this video, I wanted to get into this topic by way of telling you my story. So there is going to be something in this video for you. I'm going to tell you how I approach the concept of chasing my dreams and how to do that in a way that reduces friction and also doesn't completely blow your life up so that you end up living on the street when you didn't want to. So those are the things I want to cover in this video. So let's jump into it. The first thing, what fascinates me is, and what is really drives the work that I do with Be Something Awesome and honestly my entire career, has been this idea of what makes it possible for us to achieve our full potential in life. Now, I'm surrounded by people that are like that because I believe we attract people that are like us. And I exude this energy that I want to strive to be the very best that I can be. I mean, it's in the name of the channel, Be Something Awesome. So I'm naturally being surrounded by people like yourself that are on this video because you want to be better. And even though we may not be at the end where we want to be, it's about the journey and doing it together. And that's why I do this work. But what fascinates me is within the work, there's different buckets of people. And there's that group of people that are really pursuing their dreams and going for it, but they're burning out. They're constantly frustrated. Let me give you a hint. I'm often in this group. That's why I know it very well. But we don't have to stay in that group. But then there's this other group of people that pursue their dreams and seemingly it's very frictionless and there's a sense of flow that happens. This is something that I have achieved more recently in my career. And that's why I'm so passionate to teach it to people on this channel and inside of the Be Something Awesome community inside of our paid programs. Because I know that no matter where you start on this journey, the idea of moving to that next step where you are pursuing your dream and you're aligning your life and your career around it in a way that feels resonant, that is when people are thriving and lighting up. And that's what brings me in to do the work every day. But let me talk about the 4 stages of this pursuit of a dream. So I talked about the groups of people. So we have sort of this level 1, if you will, that are people that are pursuing other people's dreams. It may be by happenstance, it may be by choice, but it's the idea that we spend a lot of our days working for someone else. We maybe don't have time to do a lot of other hobbies, and we're really spending the bulk of our life working on things that other people tell us to do. And that is fine if you want to stay in that camp. But I believe if you're at this video or on this video with me, you want to make a change. And so that jump between level 1 and the level 2, I'm going to tell you in a moment, that's where a lot of people meet me and where a lot of you that have sent me questions or asked about some of the videos I've posted recently. What does that look like to be in a job and not necessarily want to leave the job, but want to pursue my dreams? That's exactly what we're talking about. Because in level 2 is much more about us pursuing dreams with more space. So level 2 is often where people are entrepreneurs or people that are planning to leave their jobs. They've built a business and we just frankly have more time in the day to build our dreams. But what I find is so interesting, and I struggled with this the minute I left my agency job to start the business. And I'll tell you in a minute what I struggle with. But how it manifests is I was like, oh my God, I have too much freedom. What do I make? And the issue was that I was not feeling like I had clarity on how to line up the dreams that I wanted to pursue when I had the freedom. And frankly, the excuses were gone because I could no longer say, oh, I can't get to it because I have a full-time job. I can't get to it because I have responsibilities. No, I have 24 hours in a day. I sleep some of that and do some other things and hang out with people. But I had the bulk of my time slated to build my dreams. That was overwhelming, everybody. That was overwhelming. And those are people that are in level 2. So here we're pursuing dreams that seem like the right things to pursue. And what I find a lot of entrepreneurs do, we hook on to the dreams of other people when we're given this open space. What I mean by that is we either pursue building a business that we think other people want us to build, or we think we want to build a business that's successful in society, or whatever it would be. And it's not really resonant with who we want to be. Or we're chasing the almighty dollar and we're building a business maybe that's thriving financially, but it's not in alignment with who we want to be. So we've kind of replaced that the box of level 1 with a new box we've created. At least we own the box, but the box is still very confining and we can't get out. And that's what I love talking about, because there's a jump between level 2 and level 3. That's the big transformation that a lot of entrepreneurs talk about. But don't stop here on the video, because there's going to be another transformation in a moment. But this transformation between level 2 and level 3 is where we ask these questions like I'm asking now, to say, what do I want to do? I have freedom. I run my own business. I create content. I run this YouTube channel. I can create and spend my time doing whatever I want to do, and I can create whatever I want to create. And I've asked those deep questions, and this is what I ask a lot of the people that are in the Be Something Awesome community as well. It gets to the heart of not what can I make, but what should I make because it's passionate to me. And this gets to what we talk about a lot in the community about our natural energy, or our unique energy design. And this is something that I find really fascinating, because it helps us decide what we want to pursue, because it's flowing from within us. I'll give you an example. My unique energy is what's called an explorer. I'm the type of person that goes out and explores the trail, comes back and reports back with very succinct life stories, if you will. That's what I'm doing right now on this video. That is what I've done in my agency world. That is what I do constantly. And it wasn't until I realized it by way of some of the mechanisms that show us our unique design that we look at in the community. That's when I realized I need to configure my entire dreamscape around that. And so that's where this channel comes in. That's where Be Something Awesome comes in. It's this idea that I can guide people and give them that teaching by doing it myself. And so that's one of the reasons that I actually both have a full-time agency called Hey Joey Studio, and I work on boutique branding projects that keep me in the game. And I'm working with really great clients to make things. I'm also working with people like you in Be Something Awesome, and we're talking just about developing our dreams and our career and life around those dreams. That balance is unique to me. But you have a different unique energy. I know, because I see it in the community. We look deep and understand what people's energy patterns are, what their strengths are, and how those all align. And when we start looking back at the breadcrumbs that got us to where we are, we start to realize the dreams we need to pursue. And not only the dreams we need to pursue, but the way in which we need to pursue the dreams. So also within my unique energy pattern, I am someone that needs to make gut decisions. Me getting stuck in my head and ruminating, though I chased that for a while because I thought that's how entrepreneurs were supposed to be, that's not how I'm meant to make decisions. And when I would try to, there was friction. I would be frustrated. Now I know I need to get quiet, and I need to ask myself some binary questions. Do I want to do this? How does it feel? Does it light me up? Do I want to do this or that? When I made those changes in how I'm pursuing the dreams, it's groundbreaking. Now, you may have a different energy pattern, and understanding that is going to help us understand, are you a gut reaction person, or do you need to go and create an amalgamation of a bunch of emotions over time? Knowing that is going to help us shape how you chase your dream. But I told you there's a fourth transformation. Now, a lot of entrepreneurs stay in level 2 and level 3, and that is okay, because wow, we are doing a lot of great stuff here. The difference between level 2 and level 3, people in level 2 are pushing against their natural energy at times. It creates a lot of friction. It can create burnout. I heard myself when I was staying in that level saying things like, I should do this, I should do that. The difference between level 2 and level 3, now I'm saying more things like, I want to do this. this doesn't feel resonant. This feels more resonant. It's going to take time because of my unique vibe and flow of how I need to do it. Or it's not, for me, it's not lighting me up at this moment. So I need to table that dream or that portion of the dream and do something else now. That's how I respond to the unique energy pattern in level 3. But let's imagine level 4. And this is where we're letting our unique energy pattern and our unique strengths actually drive the dreams that we pursue. This is an amazing moment when I start to realize that, like I said earlier, I am meant to share. I'm the explorer. I'm meant to go and come back and give these lessons. I'm even meant to do that in a bigger platform in many ways. Though I work one-on-one with people, I love the group setting because I get so much vibe. If you've never been on one of my webinars or in one of our Be Something Awesome events, come to one. It's all in the description. You can find all the things because it's so great, because I love vibing with people and taking questions live and really sharing this group conversation. That is where I thrive. Therefore, this channel and this Be Something Awesome community is being built around, the fabric of it is being built around my natural energy design. And that is what's possible for you as well. Now, a lot of people, again, can be successful in levels 1, 2, 3, and 4. The question is, how much are you comfortable letting your dreams stay on the table? And what happens when you get to the end of your life, whenever that is, and you look back, if you have that moment and you think, I had more potential. There were dreams I wanted to pursue, whether that is to start a business, to do something on the side, to do something in your life, it doesn't matter. My goal is to help you understand where you are in these 4 levels and help you create a plan to move even to that next level on your own time frame. If you come to me and say, let's jump to level 4, we can create a fast track and get you there. But what if you just want a strong and strategic plan to go from level 1 to level 2, just to leave your job like I did 2 years ago? I talk to people about that too. So I wanted to share this honest video. This is not scripted. This was just me coming here telling you what's happening in the Be Something Awesome community, what my life's work is about, and also that I know that if you're here and you're still watching, you are meant for great things. You may not be feeling that you're achieving those right now. So you can actually jump into the description and there's an application there where you can set up a time to meet with myself or someone from my team to talk in more detail about how we could help you in the Be Something Awesome community to identify what level you're on, understanding your unique patterns, your unique energy, your unique strengths, so that you can move forward building that dream, the dreamscape you want, with as little friction as possible, and also with really great people around you to help you. So thanks so much for watching this video. I appreciate your time as always, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.